The sun above us was beating down so hard it had the whole damn house thinking about water. So Thomas and I, we just kind of slipped out the side door and went around back, and we conjured chairs right from the desert sand so we could sit face to the face of a mountain in the one spit of shade in the whole valley. And see, Thomas and I are two men who will never be old enough to consider ourselves men. And we are both addicts who are no longer really addicts. So when Thomas and I talk, we talk. And it's not about the weather or sports, though I do enjoy sports. We talk about perspective and God. And that's right around the time when Thomas says, I kind of think that God is like water. Like, okay, go on. He says, yeah, but it's like California water. Go on. It's like most days you've got the faucet, right? And that is water. You wake up, you walk over, boom, water. But other days, no boom, no water. You got to remember that wasn't it just yesterday you put a bottle in the fridge, or 2 days ago you saw one roll out from underneath the passenger seat of your car, and then there are other days still where you got to walk. I mean, you really got to hike for like a mile or more, but there is always water somewhere in California if you're willing to look. And I like that. I like it so much that I promised Thomas I will never put it in a poem. And yet here we are, swimming in the deep end of the thing. Because I don't know about you, but I've had some days where sometimes it's like 3 a.m. and suddenly my chest is as dry as a desert and my tongue as sharp as a cactus inside my mouth. So I pick up the phone to call Thomas, even though he lives 3,000 miles away, but then he just answers like it's not the middle of the fucking night. And I think that's water. And we talk for so long that most of it is just blah, blah, nothing, but every word is dripping. Every word is soaked through, and I'm pretty sure it's water. My friend Mikey, he says that the only difference between an addict and a man who's drowning is that the man who's drowning knows it. And that's true. So look, if I cared about physics or finance, I obviously would not have chosen to be a professional poet. I understand that there are those of you who need these things in order to sleep better at night, and I respect that and love that, and you should do that. But the rest of this poem, it might not check out for you, because what I'm saying is that I think the cure for water might actually be more water. You see, I don't really talk to civilians much these days, because when they talk about the weather, they actually just mean the weather. They don't mean the rain. They don't mean all this water, how it will run over and through anything that gets in its path, no matter how filthy or fearful or shame-filled it once was. The thing about water is that it runs until it finds a body in which to rest. And if you're lucky, that water, it will fill you up. I mean, it will flood you with forgiveness. What I'm saying is that this might not work out for you, professor, but the cure for water is definitely more water.